got the glutes, I got the calves, I got the abs. I got the glutes, I got the calves, I got the abs. It's time to get lit, it's time to get fit. Let's meal prep and get it in, get it in. Get rich, transformation, freedom, and innermost heaven. Let's hit the gym and get lit, get lit. Get rich, Well, hello, it's Tina with Enriched by Tina here to help you get your whole life. Well, Lord, see, this what happen when you be doing something before you supposed to come on, and then you get all sidetracked. See, I done put the stress. That's what I was doing just now, stressing, cause in here trying to jump on in here, get in the right place. Don't put the wrong fire up. And guess what? Stress. Good morning, Africa. So good to see you. Good morning, Mother McKnight. So good to see you. As they say, talks among yourself right quick. Let me good morning, Tanya. So good to see you. I have a confession. I was over there looking on was I on TikTok? On the Tickety Talk this morning. And then I went over to Instagram and saw this. Y'all know line dancing is my new therapy, right? So it was this line dance, and so they was just dancing out of I can't think, it's dangerous. So good morning, Teresa. So I call myself, y'all, if y'all have been watching me and following me, I have been trying to do these remixes, right? Because I'm like, why am I gonna try to create all this new content? Because my friend Teresa, she's been challenging us to do content, right? And I get stuck. Like I get in my own head, get in my own way. Like, well, what am I gonna do for content? So I got a couple of ideas that I want to do, but it's like now put it together. So that's where I get stuck, Teresa. Like I can come up with an idea, but then now how I'm gonna execute it, right? So long story made short, I'm line dancing all summer long, right? I done went and bought another fan, y'all. So I'm about to have a whole fan collection. So any color I need for any kind of party, cause seem like I'm gonna be partying this summer. Like I'm getting ready to get ready for one this weekend, and then next weekend. Good morning, Dr. Lejeune. I will be doing a vow renewal, and it's so out of town. So I'll be of course there's gonna be some dancing going on. So I gotta have a fan for that. And so I'm just having this whole fan collection. And so needless to say, yeah, confession is good for the soul. I'm over there trying to figure out, oh yeah, this is dangerous. And I'm over here bopping, trying to make the thing. And next thing I know, my little thing up here say, it's showtime. Good morning, Mother Loretta. So good to see you. My thing say showtime. And I said, you over here trying to figure out how to do a video and supposed to be going live. So that's why I say y'all talk amongst yourselves, because I normally get up and my routine is that I get in and I pray and get myself ready for you guys. But I defrayed from the program this morning. So needless to say, I don't have my notes out, but give me a minute. How many of you all have had a routine. Make sure that I'm not the only one. And then you defray from the routine just for a little bit. Just say me if it's you. I just want to know. Good morning, Shirley. So good to see you. I don't know if I spoke to you, Mother Loretta. Good to see you. Um, if y'all ever defray from your routine, just somebody say me. So I don't want to feel bad. I don't want it to just be me over here defraying from the program. Um, because one of the things thank you, Mother Loretta. Okay, Teresa, thank you. So sometimes when you defray a little bit, then you get a little razzle dazzle, and now I got to just say, woosah, take a deep breath, because let me tell y'all, this heat been heating. How many of y'all have been affected by this heat that's coming through? I don't know what happened. I don't know what fall did to winter, because maybe it started in the fall. Maybe fall did something to winter. Winter messed with spring, and then spring said she just gonna dump it all on summer. Because summer came up in here like a mighty Russian wind. I mean, summer said, I'm here, and I'm gonna let you know. So, how many of y'all been affected by this here sun that's been sunning, that's been coming in here asking about something? When you better, but this is a different kind. You know what, Dr. LeJune? I'm gonna put that on the screen, y'all. This is a different kind of heat, and when we start thinking about this, hell is really real, y'all. Do we want to be like this? So we got to make a decision. We got to make sure we're gonna do right. Good morning, Damon. And that brings us back. We still talking about temptation because we still making better choices, right? We still on the series of better choices. Um, and we want to make sure that we are aligning ourselves up with God. And so, in order for us to make sure that we, yes, tell the whole truth and set you free, to make these good decisions, we're going to we're going to have victory through prayer, right? So let's think about when we start thinking about temptation. We learned about that yesterday. And y'all know I talked about the cookies and all that stuff. And, that sweet demon jump on you like out of nowhere. And then between that and the heat, it's like, whew, you better stay with Jesus for real. So, temptation, a lot of times we think it just comes out of the blue. And sometimes it can, but a lot of times it's building up from something, right? It's coming um in a way that gets you, that kind of sort of catches you off guard. And when you are tired, you're tempted a little bit more, distracted, meaning you're not on your post. You don't know, you're not prayed up, you're not in the word, you're not following God's instructions to your purpose. So when he comes just like that. And when you just ain't even on your post. And so you gotta be on point. Yep. This we talked about this yesterday or the other day. But when we talk about Matthew 26 and 41, he gives us some instructions. And so y'all know I'm in the children's Bible. And let me read it. And I know my good deacon, he gonna put it up. So 26 and 41 says this: stay awake, right? That means, if you're awake, you're up, you're alert. Stay awake and pray for strength against temptation. Your spirit wants to do what is right, but your body is weak. So that's let us know that we can get otherwise minded. I said that last night to some of the girls at church, and they got cracking up. They was like, otherwise minded. I said, that's right, because our mind goes in other directions. Y'all hold on for a second. Something was sticking to me. And it was poking me. And so we get otherwise minded. So when we get otherwise minded, we have to really stay focused and stay with God. So how many of us um have gotten distracted from what God has said, and you realize you have fallen into some type of uh uh, into a little rut that got you off guard? How many people have this happened to? You gotta have, listen, that you gotta have a made up mind. um you better know it. You have to have a made up mind. Where he leads, you must follow for sure. And so right here, Jesus said right here, watch and pray that ye may enter not the temptation, for the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. We just is weak. So let's see. Oh yeah, okay. That's what I'm talking about. We have to stay 2 steps ahead of that joker. Why? Because he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's his whole plan, his whole MO. So let me see what they saying over here in the Gen Z Bible. 26 and 41. Hold on. Let me cue it up. It says he dipped out of there a second time and prayed like, yo, dad, if you gotta drink this cup and can't dodge it, you'll be done. Hey, dipped out of there a second time and prayed like, yo, dad, like Jesus is our father. If I gotta drink this cup and can't dodge it, your will be done. Meaning, come on, I got some things I'm trying to dodge. I'm trying to get it together. This spirit is willing. Like we all are willing, but the flesh is weak. I'm trying to tell you. So listen, we have to make sure that we stay focused. And so I'm gonna just come out the gate right here. With what I'm gonna tell you one thing. Temptation targets the unprepared. I'm not frozen. I'm just leaning right there. I'm leaning in. When you don't prepare yourself, and sometimes we think about, oh, that's just too much. That's just, but no, you have to be prepared for this joker. Because if you're not, that's when he sneaks in, catches you off guard. Like I was telling Mother Loretta last, we was on our way coming home, and all of a sudden I start smelling a man, right? And I said, what in the world is this I'm smelling? And I said, that's right. I hugged um Brother Tito. He came in last night, and I said, girl, he is smelling good. I said, see, here go Black Suede over here trying to sneak in. Because you know, some stuff started as just a little smell or just a little thought. I said, see, that's what I be trying to tell people. They be over here smelling like they be smelling. That's why I be saying, get away from me. Go on. Because if you already know your guards is up, and if you got to get yourself together. Okay. So it targets the unprepared. If you tired, you wore out, you all the stuff. And Jesus warned the disciples because he knew weakness would come their way. So that's why he always told them, never keep your guards down. Always stay girded up. So true. The word says, be ye also ready. So when you don't stay on alert, you got to think about, we're in a war, right? And you think about all the people that's been in the armed forces and stuff, they stay ready, right? They stay ready all the time. And so um when they are out training, I don't know a little bit, but I mean I just know just what I hear a lot of soldiers, they be out there sometimes weeks laying in the trenches, in the dirt, in battle, in position, in high alert to be ready for the enemy. And that's how we have to do. We have to keep our spirit man girded up. We have to stay in this word. So when the temptations comes, we're ready for that joker. We're able to say, I see you coming, and no, I'm not doing this. So that be just like Jesus. Jesus was on that. He said, Lord, listen to him. He said, this is what he said. He went a little he fell on his face and prayed, oh Father, if it's possible, let this cup pass me. But nevertheless, and that's what we have to be sometimes. Nevertheless, Lord, I don't want this. I don't want this temptation. I don't want what's coming my way, but nevertheless. And the next thing that we got to do is prayer is a weapon. It's not just a routine. I don't know about you. How many of you have prayed a situation and God came in and answered and saved you from you? I just want to know, am I the only one? Like there are times that I have to ask God to help me with this mouth, to help me with my mind, because sometimes the stinking thinking come in. Who has prayed a prayer and God has came in and saved you and rescued you, and prayer was your weapon of choice opposed to you? Now, y'all, I used to pull out a knife, It wasn't nothing for me to have a box cutter in both pockets. I'm telling a little bit about Top Flight security over here. Yeah, Top Flight would fight you at a drop of a dime, and I had a blade in both pockets. Okay? So sometimes my weapon was not prayer. It was the hands. And I laid hands on you and you didn't recover. Okay? Or I had a box cutter or some nunchucks or some brass knuckles. Yeah. Or pipe. Like I used to have this little metal pipe. Yeah. Whatever weapon. My mama would have the drop cord sometimes. So you have to think about what kind of weapon do you have? And then we have to have prayer is not just our communication with God, but it's also receiving some strength. Him giving us wisdom. See, now I'm a little wiser now. I'm a little old, so it's too old to be out there trying to play. Yeah, if we stay focused on God, and when the temptation comes, God always make a way of escape. We always have a way to get out of something. You just have to choose. The Bible says, choose you this day who you gonna serve. You got to make the right decision of what you're going to do. And so when we start thinking about how we gonna, if we're gonna continue to have victory through prayer, we gotta use some strategies. Like we learned yesterday that God has a strategy that He gonna hook us up if we do the right thing and ask Him. He's gonna come right on in and He will hook us up. Y'all know that hookup, because we love a good hookup. I don't care. I asked the question to the ladies last night. I said, who would like a hookup? And Crystal, she knew what I was saying. And Dante and Kiara was like, wait a minute. I don't know. It depends. Because the way I said it, they didn't know if I meant like I'm gonna hook you up with somebody or what. They didn't understand what hookup I meant. Good morning, Dr. Sam. But I was talking about the hookup, like, girl, I got you. I'm gonna do you come through my line. Y'all remember how I would hook the people up? Yeah, they make me mad. $19.99. Everything in your cart was $19.99. He is, you better, but he is very strategic. God is, and so is the enemy too. So if he catches us off guard, that's how he distracts us. He keep us from getting that victory through prayer. And so sometimes we have to go to God opposed to going to this flesh, because we know there's no good thing in this flesh. And so once I explained to them again, then Kiara and Dante said, "Oh yeah, well yeah, we love them kind of hookups." I said, "So who wouldn't serve a God?" I had to lean in on this one. Who is going to hook you up? He gonna give you the right stuff. Okay? So listen, and I'm telling you, we love it. And I feel you, Dr. Sam. Look, my friends tell me, boy, they be like, "Boy, girl, we sure miss when you worked at the store." I said, they make me mad. Everybody, 19.99. This is 20 cents, 5 cents, 1 cent. Boom. All sale final. Yep. And they have all the meat in the world, honey. They get all that meat for 19.99. So we do love a good hookup. And then the last thing, and then I'm gonna get out your way. Um, Watching and being prayerful and staying spiritually awake is a thing that we got to do, because temptation awfully hits us the hardest when we are not on our post, when we have not been praying, we have not been studying his word, we have not been leaning in and tapping into his inner strength through our personal prayer time, our personal study time. And that's one of the things that I have um begun. Now I'm gonna be honest, because I have to be very honest. When they first started saying these Bible studies, I was calling myself gonna slide in and be in somebody's group. Like, I'm gonna take the back seat, right? I'm gonna be a part of someone else's group. Now, mind you, my friend had already called me out saying, "When we starting our group?" I done text her back and said, "Girl, we going in another group." So she had found a group. And then we got some instructions. No, I didn't ask y'all to get no whole football team group. Get you a couple of group, you know, and every now and then, um, sometimes your groups may go over the 4 or 5, because it works out. If you get a good solid 10 to 15, at least 6 of them gonna show up every week. Might be a different 6, because life be life. But I wasn't trying to have no group. But I have to say that that has been one of the blessings and highlights of the week, because I get to come together with other believers, and iron sharpens iron, and we get to studying and getting in God's word. And then definitely was not feeling this 5:45 in the morning. Um, and when we did the 21 day challenge, just to get moving and going, that's what I was going to do. And then many of you said, "No, this has been very helpful in the morning. It gets you geared up and get us in the right direction." And most of us get up, you know and I've been getting up, I'll be honest, just at the ninth hour, in time for the nudge. And I have to say, this routine, this this new discipline that the Lord is trying to build something in me. I don't know what this is gonna do. I did not plan to be doing this. Um, and certainly when was asked to go live, the lady said, the our leader, Danella Coffee, she said, "Pray about it, ask God, and then do it the same time every day." And y'all know me, y'all follow me. Your girl, she'll just jump up at the drop of a dime and go live, just cause it's 10 o'clock at night or 5 o'clock or something hit my mind. I'm gonna go live and talk to the people. And that's fine to be spontaneous. But if you're trying to, God is trying to build something in you, that consistency certainly do help. So when we get distracted, it takes us off our game. And so me being consistent coming here and at the Bible study has definitely things that have come my way. And if this has happened for you, if you have found a newfound um uh, a relief and discipline in your life by getting in God's word, whether it was starting with the Bible study groups that we have now or your consistent prayer time, let me know if that's you. Like, are you building up your muscle that the more you get in God's word, the less you get distracted and get tempted? I just want to know, because I am building a spiritual muscle here, and I just want to know, as I continue to build, what I'm looking forward to: consistency and capacity. Okay, Dr. Sam, tell me a little bit about that consistency and capacity. Because I definitely have seen what God has done in your life. For sure. Okay, Africa, you said, yeah. Okay, Damon said, you know what? Why are we playing with the word? Iron sharpens iron. A man sharpens the countenance of his friend. So that's what we're doing in our Bible study. We're sharpening each other. We're making each other do. Yes, she said consistency equals results. Because guess what, your girl got to get consistent in. I'm walking today, and then I'm sitting on the couch tomorrow. The heat been heating, and so I got to come up with another strategy to beat the heat. And I saw in the chat they was talking about after y'all was talking about walking in the mall and things like that. Yeah, I have to get my mind ready, because my job, I'm out there in that heat. So by the time I get home, y'all, it's a wrap. So my daughter, I'm gonna call her, because we said we were gonna walk early before. But y'all, when I walked out the door yesterday, it was already 89 degrees. So I'm like, God, I gotta get consistent. I know what consistency can do. I can't keep letting temptation of take me off course, and then I just sit back and decide, well, here I am. Well, I done ate the cookies the other day, so I might as well eat some more. Just go and buy some more and just go on and wild out. Absolutely not. I have to stay um consistent in that and do it. I'm trying to think what I got. Wait a minute, I have to look and see what I got going on. See, that's another thing. Life be life, and Wednesday is one of the days I had set aside, but I got to see if I'm in a meeting. But yes, okay. Being in here every morning requires your prayer. Yes, yes. Thank you, Dr. Sam. And so it is, because I look forward to jumping in and coming in and talking to you guys. And so many of you tell me, girl, you was all up in my business today. And so I gotta continue to stay consistent and see where he leads me, because y'all know my desire is to retire and do something else. I want to, so I'm gonna put that out there. This is my prayer. I want you all to keep me in prayer, because the temptation to quit is very strong. Like, go on and just do it. Like, but I can't do that without a plan, and I need a plan and a strategy, and I need to get more into him to figure out what that strategy is. So y'all keep me lifted up, because more and more things are happening, and it's like, go on and jump out there. Yes, I know it's going to take faith for me to do it, but I also got to have some wisdom. So this call to action, because it is a thing that I leave y'all with a actionable thing to do, a life application. So start your day with 5 minutes. Watch and pray for just a little moment, and ask God to help you stay aware of your triggers, your temptations, and your spiritual blinders. So, because sometimes we can be blind, and although we're in God, we can be blind in some areas. So we want God to heighten up, to get us alert, what triggering us. Like for me, I'm gonna have to just tell Brother Blackman, can you put your snacks? I mean, we used to have this container, like, get it out of my sight, because if I see it, I'm gonna eat it. And that's because I'm in a you know how they have AA, you know how some person who is trying to get off a type of a drug or a narcotic. Well, that's what sugar is. Sugar is like a drug. And so I'm not in a good place with sugar. So I'm having to really like get some good stuff in my house. And Mother Loretta has challenged me. She bought me this pretty yellow off the show. Y'all know I like to show the shoulders shirt. And so it's my challenge that for me to get in this shirt. And I want to get in this shirt before the summer's out. So I got to really, really hone in. So I'm really gotta get all my distractions out of the way. And so that's one of the things. And then I gotta say, God, not my will, but thy will be done. And let's start jotting down and keeping track of where we get prayer, where we get victory in our prayer. Like I know it's you, I think it's you, Dr. Sam, that you have your jar. And look, I bought the jar and everything. But guess what's in it? Now I done put something else in it. And so I need to get back to it to start putting in my prayer stuff, my prayer requests, and then pray over them. Um, I started out, I got little prayer cards on my prayer board in my other office. I gotta bring it back in here. I need to get back to that. To doing what God has saying do it and then watching him do it. And it really is a thing that gets you focused. And for those of us that are part of Sister Circle, it's a section in our book, like in that yellow book. And I hadn't pulled that yellow book out in a while. So I have some things that I wrote down in there back in 2020 and 21 and 22. And I bought a brand new book. I found it. And so I got to get back to it to see watching what God do, trusting him and believing him to do some of those things. So y'all, we have the tools. We just got to use them. And so when you think about that little section, it's a little section where you write down your little prayer request and then you write down when God answered. Then it's a whole closet. And to listen, we all do, sometimes we do. And so oh, Keisha, I was looking and I kept seeing you making comments, and I was like, well, where is she? She's on YouTube, but I'm glad you was on the other YouTube, on the other channel, get some traction. That's okay. So today I want you, if you're going to start making prayer first and putting prayer in your life. Oh, I know. Repeats. Yep. I know it. So you saw the pink. Listen. So put prayer first. If you're gonna start doing prayer first, before you start jumping into some other things, just put prayer first in the comments. And y'all, I don't ever talk about this. I keep forgetting, but y'all share this live. And if you're not following me over there on the YouTube, I got now, I don't know, I think it's like, I don't know if I got like 50 or 60 something followers. I'm trying to get up to 100 so I can change my name so all my branding can be the same. So if everybody tell a friend of a friend to follow, that will help boost me up, you know, um, tell somebody to do it. So what we're gonna do, and before I forget, y'all, we having a seasons women's conference. Um, I talked about it the other day in at the beginning, but here it is. And y'all know, y'all, we know and love Dr. Yeah, I think she is a doctor. Dr. Evangelist Mother Edwina Monroe of World Victory Church is going to be the speaker. And our topic is clothed. That's our theme. Clothed in royalty, ready for battle. And so we're going to have some breakout sessions where we're going to talk about grief and how and what that looks like. And grief is not just losing a loved one. It's some relationships. It's a job. It's losing anything. And so if you've ever lost anything, whether it's a loved one, a job, a friendship, relationship, those things take a toll on your body, on your mind. And so we right now have an early bird registration. It's $40 before July the 30th. And so we're going to have some vendors. So if you sell a product or you have something and you want to let some people know, you can be a vendor. Vendors is $50. If you are a C3 member, we give you a little discount. So if you got something to say or something you're selling and you want to do some things, then this is this might be your chance to vend and let somebody see. And if you know somebody who sells something and it's a something that we're interested in, that people are interested in, come on out, tell people what you do. This is the way that you network, like coming to conferences and things like that. So once you pay your fee as a vendor, that gets you into the conference, and then we're trusting and believing God that you will get your product. So, and then we have none other than our one of our favorites, psalmist, Teresa Lindsay. She's gonna sing and bring the house down. And then we have two guest speakers. We have Jody and Catrice. One is Catrice is gonna get us with our money right, and then Jody's gonna talk to us about grief and getting some things right in our life. So y'all come on out, support the C3 mothers, and look, and myself. Look, they have allowed me to tag along. So I'm an honorary member over there with the ladies, with the seasoned women, and so and we dropped the registration for those that are 40, and if you're not quite yet 40, just hit me up and you say, I want to get in the room. Let's see what we can do. We certainly can get you in there. Okay, I see a lot of prayer first. So thank you all for tuning in. And so I want us to declare, I will not fall. If somebody can put this in the chat, I will not fall. I will rise. And how I'm going to rise, I will rise through prayer and power. And if y'all really bad about it, I want y'all to do this. I want y'all to put a post of something on and tag me in it, like something that you're going to be powerful in. And then I want you to put hashtag power through prayer, alert and alarm. Okay, do that for me. I don't care what picture. It can be you jumping over a beanbag, jumping over a rock. Put a picture of you and put hashtag alert and alarm, power through prayer. If you bad about it, I want you to do that today. I want you to put a post and tag me in it. I will not fail. I will rise through power and prayer. And then do hashtag I'm alert and alarm. That's my AA today, y'all. I done been to AA class. Guess what? I'm a AA today. I'm alert and I'm alarm, and I'm armed. So I'm gonna do that too. I'm finna find a cute picture of me and say I'm alert and alarm today. Why? Because I got victory through prayer, and I'm putting prayer first. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. See y'all tomorrow. Same time, same back channel. And remember, we're getting victory through prayer today.
Now tell me exactly how you feel. I'm just trying to keep it real. Let me love you on the inside. Love you on the inside. Tell me exactly what you